You know what's weird is speaking of Ghost of Yotei, and we'll see how that ultimately does play out, because there is a lot more positivity with that game versus this, and it could have an impact on Assassin's Creed Shadows. My video talking about Ghost of Yotei, that's like one of the worst dislike ratios I've had in a long time. It's like 87%. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm actually, like, I'm not calling it woke. But my thumbnail makes it look like I am. So I'm wondering, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if people are mad because they think I'm calling it woke, or they're mad because I'm not calling it woke, which is a good thing, because I have no idea. Because my thumbnail does make it look like I am calling it that. But in reality, I don't think the trailer looked like it was woke at all. And I think that the overall positivity facing the trailer, it far outweighs any negativity.
Yeah, I think that people are very cautious nowadays, and they have a right to be cautious. How many times have we been burned by all these big entertainment companies? I think that the vast majority of actors, actresses, whether it be in entertainment, television, whatever, video games, the vast majority of them, 90% of them, are probably woke leftists. They just are. If that starts translating into a game, then that is a problem. Overall, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I liked how the female characters in Ghost of Tsushima were handled. And we'll see what happens with Ghost of Yotei. I certainly hope it's a good game, and I hope they're handled the same way. Are there some red flags regarding everyone looking through the lead actress's social media account? Yeah, sure. And if any of that fucking comes up in the game, or obviously in marketing for the game, then that's a fucking problem. You had a former head of Sony, not anyone who's in a position at Sony now, essentially tell gamers, if you don't like it, don't buy it. I don't think that's the best tactic to take. He doesn't work for Sony anymore. But if anyone involved at Sucker Punch or her or Sony or whatever start with that rhetoric, it's not going to end well for them.
No, it's not.
People are very right to be cautious, but at the same time, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I like what Sucker Punch did with it. I like the female characters in that. So until I see something from the game or the marketing for the game itself, I'm not going to sit there and hammer the actual product yet.
Yeah, but sense. And I understand exactly why people are upset. Like, the bottom line is you got Ghost of Tsushima, was a very successful game that everybody loved, and you had a male lead. And now, after it's a success, after everybody loves it, suddenly now you have a female lead in the same universe. And it's like, well, what are we doing here based on the current climate that we're in? Why is that happening? And people are questioning that, which is nothing wrong with people questioning that. But in terms of just judging the trailer for what it is, if that trailer comes out and you have no pre-existing game, there's nothing woke about that trailer. There's nothing woke about that trailer. Now, if you have the perception of well, why is there suddenly a female lead in it? I understand the questions for sure. But I right now, based on what we've seen, it looks really good in my opinion.